In my opinion, the benefits to doing research at USD are vast. One of them is having a research mentor who was just dedicated to me and my research, especially at a small school. I've always really valued the professor-student relationships.
Students play a leading role in the research. They get to do every piece of the research, from designing the experiments, to conducting the experiments, to analyzing the data, even to writing papers.
There are a lot more opportunities to do research at a smaller institution like USD, just because you know all of your teachers so well and you can feel comfortable just asking them about their own research projects. It doesn't feel as daunting.
We focus on the experiential. Everything we do provides those students with an authentic research experience. So for my students, that might mean going out in the middle of the night to sample at low tide in the rocky intertidal habitat. It might mean spending long hours in the lab, but this is what real-world research looks like.
I think it has to be the personal connections that we make with faculty. We're given an incredible amount of autonomy, and so we're able to learn and experience failure, and then that guides us into being, independent in that regard.
They would go from essentially having no programming experience and really no experience in the field whatsoever to, within about a summer or a semester or so, to taking a truly instrumental and even leadership role in producing the science.
You get to have this close relationship where in the summer or even during the school year when you're working with them, you're not going to just be working with other students or anything, but the mentor is going to be there with you and kind of walking you through things. And what's great being able to work at USD is they're going to look at the problems they have and say, if you're interested in doing research, how can I scale this to what your interests are and what your skill abilities are, to kind of be able to push you within that zone of a proximal development that sometimes can get lost.
I really like doing research at USD because the small class and small lab size that we have, that really brings us close as a group and able to communicate with our PI, Dr. Anderson and Dr. McGordy, when we need help, and getting that immediate feedback are very helpful.
I think the most benefit to do research at USD, you can get in touch with your professors and you can connect with other faculties and learn how to do or conduct a research, and might help you to maybe apply to a grad school.
Doing research helped me to gain more friends with my peers. That was awesome. There are a lot of people that you, because they're in your major, you see on a day-to-day basis, but being pushed together in a lab really forced me to get to know those people, and once I got to know those people, they're awesome, and maybe I'll run into them later in my career.
I really am doing my dream job every day, especially if I can be in the lab with my students and mentoring them through their research journey, and they make it their own.